Hello, my name is Inkikis. Welcome to Community Bruja. Thank you for the likes and the comments on my page on my last video and the questions that were asked privately. I hope I was able to give adequate answers. Although in my subsequent videos, I'll keep throwing more lights on them. But today, I want to quickly address, will I say address, give my opinion on certain questions that was raised in a community that I belong. So you were asking was a discussion going on between a generation and another generation, an older generation and a younger generation. And one thing that really caught my attention in that I found weird or abnormal. Sorry, it might not be abnormal to you, but I think over time I've come to find out that this is one of the lies and perpetrated by the enemy. You were like, okay, I'm in an argument with an older person. First error. And they are showing emotions and being upset and probably threatening to do stuff. And then because I'm the younger person, I'm supposed to just keep quiet and not say anything about it. That is it fair? Is it right? And I was like, okay. In fact, I wanted to answer, but this is me answering. I'm a very practical person, so I'm just going to give you a practical illustration. Then you be the judge. I got into an argument with my father. He returned and we're talking. My father doesn't beat. At least I'm older to a certain, at least I'm of age. Not really older. I was a teenager, probably just. No, I'm above 10. I've gotten to like 20, so I think I can hold my own conversation. But he was saying certain things, and I talked back because I felt what he was saying was wrong. And I was trying to give my own opinion. And as I was talking, he was even raising his voice harder. And me too, I became angry and also I showed my emotion. I was trying to give my opinion because I felt what I was saying was right. Which in real sense, when I tried to table out, it was right. But every time I tried to table the matter to people, they told me that you would have kept quiet. And that's the question this other person was asking. Why should they show emotion? I can't show emotions. Now, two things. I had that argument. In fact, he couldn't beat me, so we're throwing things. He would throw things, I'll throw back. It was wrong. I'm telling you it's wrong. I'm giving this reference so that you understand. And then we're having that argument. For that night, we didn't sleep. By next morning, my dad put me in the next flight back to Lagos. Now, I missed out on a lot of things. There were a whole lot of parties, meeting up families, there was a lot of other things that we're meant to do. I missed that. He's the older person. I'm the younger person. I'm throwing tantrums because that's the way I see it now. I'm throwing tantrums. It's just tantrums. He's the older person. He has, in Africa, adults say that what they can see climbing a chair or what they can see standing rather. You as a young person, even if you climb the chair, you still won't see as far as it is, and it's called experience. Why I'm actually admitting to it. Back then, I did not admit to it. I was angry about it, and I felt that they were wrong, and I have an opinion, and I should be able to say it. But the lesson here, you need to see that he's in charge. They've got the money. Now they paid for my ticket. I came back to Lagos. Now I missed out on a whole lot of benefit. In fact, the worst benefit of all was he was supposed to prepare my ticket, he was supposed to prepare my visa, and I was supposed to travel back with him. Now I didn't know. But because I was throwing the tantrums and he felt, it's totally disrespectful. It was real disrespect. I missed out on that. Now for me, I gave my opinion. I felt right that yes, I've told him what I feel. But what did I lose? I lost I lost the opportunities I was supposed to get traveling back with him. I lost the opportunity of staying back and having fun, loads of fun, get gifts, party with my cousins and other people. I missed all that. Now, that is the problem with talking back at older people. You need to really think about it. You have a lot to lose. Yes, you might be right. Okay, that one is just one example. Now, another example. You're working in a place or was working somewhere, and then my boss clearly gave me an assignment, and I did it. I wrote the report, everything was right. And then he came and said, based on what he had given to me, and I did it. And I was like, and he was like telling me, no, this was wrong, this was wrong. And the fault was actually from his side. But and here was I trying to defend myself, saying, no, I was just meant to just keep quiet because at that point, he was under pressure. And my boss was like taking it all out on me, which on the normal sense, it is wrong. But, and I, on the other hand, felt I was being wronged. Excuse me, I was being wronged. So I talked back. I was like, no, sir, please, this is what happened. It was you, this was what she gave me, blah, 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 and all that. And in the whole fit of anger, my boss was like, I'm talking and you're talking. Can't you just keep quiet? My sister, my brother, the next day, I lost the job. I lost the job. Now you be the judge. You're a young person. Yes, you have a point of view. You might be right. I'm giving you both scenarios so that you can judge it. Okay, the first one is family. You think, okay, look at it. For the family aspect, I'm entitled. As my father is meant to do it for me, right? But hey, he didn't do it. It's his money, for heaven's sake. It's not my money. I didn't work the money for him. Yes, you say he's the duty. Why did he bring me on earth? Hey, it's his duty for him to send you to school and do all that stuff right now. What about children that don't have parents, or children that have parents that don't even have a job to be able to even help them send them to school? You are privileged, you can, and then because you think you can talk, talk them back, you lose. And aside that, I want you to see how it is. Whatever you do with your parents at home, you will bring it out to the public. That's why I see I gave two instances. One, family with your parents, the other one at the place of work. What about with friends? You're with your friend and you're even talking about maybe your friend is a good artist, sings very well. You act very well. And then your friend makes a mistake in setting maybe a song or a tone, and then you think you know the tone, and then you're not trying to tell the person, especially maybe in public, or even if it's not in public, you're not trying to tell the person, see, now you got that wrong. And your friend is answering back to you that, what do you mean? I didn't get that wrong, this and that. Now I'm talking about me too. Do you get? One thing I need you to understand that, in fact, let me finish the story. They get into the argument. Your friend is going to get angry that you're actually making them look terrible, because that's just what it is. You on the other hand feel you're telling them that, okay, you're wrong. You're trying to put them in the right, but sometimes you just have to just keep quiet. So the scenario here right now, or the lesson here right now, is coming back to the scripture as a child of God. Now, God did not make a mistake when He said, but the fruit of the Spirit. I'm going to rush down to the very last part. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Temperance is called self control. You can save yourself a whole lot of trouble by self control. Now, I'm using myself as an example. If I had self control, if I had exercised self control, that day I was having an argument to my father. Yes, he was shouting at me. Yes, he was lashing at me. But the simple just keep quiet, put your head down would have solved it. I probably would have stayed back and had a lot of fun and do a lot of meetings and, just be happy with my cousins. Secondly, my father would have gone ahead and continued with preparing my visa and doing all that, and then would have traveled back together. I missed all that, all because of self control. So when the Lord is telling you the fruit of the Spirit, self control, it's a virtue, it is something you have to build in you and control. You can control yourself. Because fast forward now, I felt I was right, but I lost out. In fact, there are a whole lot of stories, instances. That's why you see, I can boldly come up and tell you that. See, if you see an adult, your boss, your leader, your pastor, your teacher. I'm giving several examples. They get angry, they say things. So long as they are not abusing you, physically abusing you, that you can easily run away. Maybe his words, they are talking. Keep quiet and let them talk. When the tempers are down, when the mood is lighter, you can walk up to them if it's someone you can approach and tell them that this is what really happened. But if the people you can't talk, if it's someone you really can't relate it and talk to, just let it go, let it pass. Let it pass so that you don't miss out on certain things, because it's really going to work against you when you think you must always speak. Whether you like it or not, it's disrespectful. I gave you three instances: one with the family, one at work, and one with your friend. If you look at the common thing in all of them, is it makes the other person feel terrible. And you don't want someone else feeling terrible, because if they make you feel terrible too, it makes you feel in a certain kind of way. So, talking back, showing emotions, or trying to give your opinion all the time is not always it. It's not always right. It's not always necessary. So, hold back a bit sometimes. Okay? Talk to you later.